Hi, I'm Alice, a current member of Tomorrow Youth and Ties Volunteer from Edmonton, Alberta. I'm currently a first-year student at Harvard College, and in my work in the community during high school and just my experiences from college, I have had a lot of insights on fighting racism and dealing with it growing up in Canada as a Chinese Canadian.
Hello, my name is Emily Young, and I am a grade 11 student at Old Scona Academic. I'm also the current Edmonton chapter president of Tomorrow Youth and a volunteer for the Immigrant Education Society. When someone mentions the word anti-racism, there's a lot to unpack. The first thing I've learned from volunteering and learning about anti-racism is that race can be subjective and complex. In a world full of refugees, immigrants, citizens, and settlers, ancestry can become muddled and complicated. In the end, we all live on the same planet and we were all born from the same species, no matter if we immigrated at different time periods or if we have different skin colors. Kinda a cliche, but it's true. The word anti-racism also has a bit of a bad connotation, especially when people are on the streets protesting with the word anti-racism in bold on their signs. I think we need to break down anti-racism into more of a personal value rather than a political concept. You do not have to be liberal or conservative or radical to stand up against racism. It should be a basic principle that each of us strive to learn and understand.
I've noticed how the world has become increasingly polarized, and that race has just become not only a demographic indicator, but also a topic of public discussion and controversy. Like, how do we deal with race and what does it really mean? And I struggled a lot with that growing up. What does it mean to be Chinese Canadian, and really forced to reconcile with the consequences of what the color of my skin was in the environment that I was in particularly the rise of anti-Asian racism during COVID, which I saw the world really become very scrutinized of like what race means and how everyone is like interconnected in terms of race, and just experiences just like slurs being thrown at myself, my family, my friends. And I have been extremely scared, frustrated, confused.
From 2013 to 2018, 82% of hate crimes reported to police in Canada did not result in any charge. Now, this has led to major underreporting from the Asian community, with victims thinking, what's the point? Our Tracy Nagai explains why hate crime data doesn't show the true scope of anti-Asian attacks.
Hackers bombarding an online meeting for young people, including children, with vile comments.
They started spamming the chat with racial slurs, such as, go back to China, you belong in sweatshops.
While deeply disturbing, attacks like these are not necessarily illegal.
When we take anti-racism to the stage and we put a spotlight on it, nuances can be lost and people can become polarized. If you're attending a anti-racism rally, sometimes it can become really black and white. For example, the police force is the villain and we need to strip them of all their power. All white people are oppressors and the only solution is to loot and riot to get revenge. However, we need to work together and fix the injustices in our system, as well as give reparations to start the journey of reconciliation.
Really doing work, advocacy, talking to youth, I've learned that we can make the world better every day. We can just make it, even if we just like do something, we can just make it a little better. And the people I've met and I've worked with continue to inspire me to do my work and affirm that what I'm doing is correct and for the betterment of all. And looking at the youth of this generation, which are the most persistent, determined, open-minded people that I think have ever come through this world, that, and it reminds me that there is hope in every corner if only we look closely.
If we can work together to unlearn microaggressions and inherent biases, we can break down racism little by little and move forward towards a more equal society. Thank you.